Welcome to Generation 3. Here's our updated family tree from the Plum Tree app. And here is the house of our 3 Sims. Currently, we have Harper, who is the heir and the eldest, and Zoe and Riker. And all 3 of them have Journey to Batuu aspirations. And so Harper is going to be the first Sim that we take to Batuu. She is the only adult currently, and she is going to be our test Sim. So we are starting in the new world, and actually it did change her outfit, so that she is just wearing a generic, I guess that's just an everyday person outfit. And I'm just taking a look around. One of my complaints so far with the pack is that it is hard to tell. I mean, this one is flashing and that one is flashing, but it is hard to tell when you don't have the flashing buildings where to go, which building to go to, and how to find out which buildings are actual rabbit holes and which ones are just decorative. So that is something to look out for. In the meantime, we are completing the first task, which is to choose a special outfit for her. And I did just choose one of the full body outfits here. I was thinking about dressing her in the same outfit that she wears for her every day, but I think it's more fun this way where we have her in something different. That's her everyday outfit usually, but I chose this one instead, and we took all the makeup off her because, I mean, you'll see me make attempts to put makeup on her in a second, but it just doesn't look right. It doesn't sit right. So she is just going to have a clean face for her time here. Maybe she'll change her outfit again later, but this is it for now. And so the next thing she needs to do is freshen up, which is easy. It's in the same building. And the third thing is to get some food. So also one of the difficult things I found, I'm not trying to say all the bad things up front, but something that was difficult was fulfilling her needs. And usually I cheat their needs. If, you've seen any of my other Let's Plays, I like to cheat their needs. But um, it was difficult, especially the fun need. She doesn't, there's really, the only fun thing to do here is to um, go dance at the bar or play on your phone. And so I thought that that was kind of an oversight because the Sims are staying here for a long time, and, they can't get their fun up very quickly by playing games on their phone or dancing. So that was unfortunate, but she's on to the next part of her welcome mission, which is to ask about the various groups. Yeah, it is scoundrels. Okay. Um, so the First Order, the Resistance, and the Scoundrels, she is going to ask about all of those 3 times, and I realized that you could ask the same sim several times and it would count, so we just used this one sim to tell us all of the things, which is basically go here, go there, if you want to check out some of these different groups. So that was good. And also, it doesn't involve any negative interactions, so I thought that was good. I was a little worried if I asked like the wrong person about the wrong group, if they would have a negative reaction, but she had a positive reaction to all of our questions. Also, we need to visit every neighborhood, so we're going to visit the Resistance neighborhood first because Harper is going to be in the First Order, so we're just going to pop by the resistance area and then leave because we will be exploring this area more with Zoe. So I didn't want to, spoil that. But it is very woodsy and there's a few people around. I think there is like a hidden camp or something here, but we are not looking for it currently. So now we're going to the first order area, and this is, what Harper wants to do. So she is going to look around, and there's a couple of areas in here. It was hard to find some of the buildings at first, but once you know where they are, it does help. But you can see me just hovering over every single building, wondering which one is the one that I need to click on. And as it turned out, the one I needed to click on wasn't even a real building. It's technically you're already at that building, just the walls are up. So I was just looking around and found a little vendor stall, so that was nice. Somewhere to eat while we're here. But see, you can see this building. We're already here. We don't need to click on the building, so it's a little strange in that way, but it's good that we didn't have to load anything else. That is another thing, is that if you want to go back and forth between places, you have to load them. But I mean, I'm not trying to say all the bad things. I actually am enjoying playing this. There are a couple of times that I get a little confused and need to do some Googling, but I think that it's very nicely done. And we are working on our first mission, and that is to spread propaganda. So we have to find 5 Sims to spread propaganda to, and it actually was a little hard to find Sims at first. And I've realized these people, I think they're supposed to be wearing masks, like alien masks, but they're not, because later it says he's not a human, but he's definitely a Sim. I think they're supposed to be wearing masks, and they just didn't load for whatever reason. Really not sure about that, but we're just accepting it. It's okay. These other guys are wearing their outfits. And people did have various reactions to the spreading of propaganda. Some people were like, leave me alone, or fine, I'll take it. I just want to go back to my day, and some people were excited about it. So that was really interesting. I wonder if there'll be any sort of consistency with that. I mean, obviously, if you spread propaganda to a resistance member, it's not going to be the same as if you spread propaganda to a regular civilian. So I thought that that was handy. And I do like the ways that the different groups interact with each other. And I like the um, system where you gain reputation with either group and it makes it harder or easier for you with the other group. I thought that was pretty cool. And so she got hungry, but luckily we had that food in our inventory from earlier. Of course, she thought it tasted terrible, apparently, because she got a stomach ache. But that's okay, because it went away pretty quickly. But she also is getting a little tired, but I did want to finish this mission before we sent her to bed. So we finish the mission, then we have to report back. And some of these people, like the guy that we needed to report to, just kept walking away, and he was the only one who wasn't out patrolling. So there's that. But I found him because he's got that thing over his head. And she is getting really tired. So we are going to quickly tell him that we completed our mission and then head back for some shut-eye. So she has officially joined the First Order. Congratulations. And now we are headed back to the original encampment where she can get some rest. cue me trying to find the buildings again. You know what is really handy though for this is on each need, the icon on the side, if you click on that icon, it will send your sim to do the thing. So I really appreciate that. And with all these buildings that I can't find the original building anymore. So she is sleeping currently. And then I was looking for a bathroom. Honestly, I could not find the bathroom. Just had no idea where it was. So I tried Freshen Up again, which I thought was the hygiene, and it is, but it's also the bathroom. So that's something to keep in mind. And then I just had her go get something to eat. The only problem with using the icons on the needs is that they will do the easiest thing. So if you click on sleep, they will nap somewhere. If you click on food, they will just get the like popcorn or whatever the quick meal is. So that is something to keep in mind if you use that strategy. I was going to try and call a sim over, but you can't while you're on vacation call a sim to you unless you call them to join your vacation. So then her fun was down, and like I said, I think this is just my main complaint with this whole thing is if I could change anything, they would put a TV in here or something. Like and this is all that I've played of it, so who knows, maybe there is a TV somewhere, but I have not been able to find something that will up her fun quickly like a TV does so far in this world. So we did that anyway, and now we are heading back to the first order area. And she needs another mission from that guy whose name I already forget. Also, she needs to work on her aspiration, but they kind of go hand in hand a little bit there. So she needs to reseal the crates, check IDs of suspicious citizens, and then report back. So she's just going to go around resealing the crates. At first, I thought that anyone could be a suspicious person. Like that person just walked right into our area there, and so I figured they might be suspicious, but it is not true. So I did end up hovering over the aspiration task to tell me what exactly to look for. I don't know, like, there's a reason I play games like The Sims that don't have a lot of hard tasks, but I think that that is one of the reasons I like the storylines in The Sims is because they're really not that hard and they tell you pretty much exactly what to do, even though sometimes I'm still don't get it, but they usually tell you what to do. So they said, "Hey, there are people hanging around the crates. Check for their IDs." So that is what we are doing. So this person is out in front of the crate, another person in front of the crate. So we're just checking their IDs and also resealing that third crate. And she's getting tired again. And Teresa's asking if they should have another kid. And Harper's like, you guys have 3 kids already, and all of them are older. So maybe not. And so she goes back and checks on, oh, she's taking a nap. Um, but naps don't really fill up their sleep need very quickly at all, and that was kind of driving me a little crazy. So we are going to report back that we did all of the things for the mission. And now get another mission. So we are going to try this other one. There are only 2 there. And I think that that has to do with our rank. I think her rank will go up and then she'll get more missions. But for right now, all of her needs are getting low really fast. So here we go. we are going to start by going to the bathroom. Again, you can just click on the icon and it will take them there. So that is good. It's unfortunate that there is one bathroom. There must be a bathroom in some of the other worlds. There must be. There's places to eat. I guess you just have to come here to sleep. But then I clicked on sleep and she went to go nap and I didn't even realize she was napping at first. So that was my bad. I really thought that she would just go to sleep in the place that is for sleeping right there, but no, she went and napped on a bench. So I sent her actually in there and she went to bed. And so we have skipped ahead to morning when she has woken up and now is on her way to get some food. I did use the icon. Unfortunately, she only got a quick meal, so we could have done a little better, but that's okay for right now. And then her default interaction for having fun was to browse the web on her phone. And she felt the need to come back to this very spot and do that. But I was going to have her play games on her phone, and she finished the game in like 2 seconds, and it barely did anything for her fun. So we decided that we weren't going to deal with that right now and instead go back to our missions. So here we are. And her mission is to retrieve the supplies that she just sealed, which is, you know, anyway, and then deliver the supplies. So that is what she needs to do. So we go around to all the same supply crates and then get the stuff back out of them and then bring it back to a first order member. And I was just checking her aspiration now, and the aspiration says seize goods from 2 supply crates. And I'm exactly the kind of idiot who figured that those were the same supply crates as my supply crates. But guess what? They're not. And you can watch me for the next 10 minutes try and figure out why I'm having such bad luck and wondering if there's a bug in this aspiration because we are in the wrong location for us to steal from supply crates. So she's just stealing from her own faction right now for literally no reason. But, it happens. So we are also trying to recruit 3 Sims, and as it turns out, you have to be rank 2 in order to recruit. And I did know that because if you hover over it, it says that. And that's also how I found out that these guys were aliens because you can't recruit them. But it said you have to be rank 2, so I went and I checked her rank, and it is a little misleading because if you go to the tab, you'll see me do it right now. It says first order and then rewards for the next rank, and then it says rank 2. And so I was like, are we rank 2? Is rank 2 the next rank? And it was very confusing to me. I don't know if maybe I just, maybe you were like, that made total sense and you're just not getting it. Like I'm not getting the fact that these are not the supply crates I'm supposed to be stealing from. So we are just going to keep trying on the supply crates, and it's just embarrassing at this point now that I did some research and finally figured out what the supply crates are in the other place, the original place that you come to with the sleeping place. Anyway, um, so she started another mission because she needs to get her rank up. And we are doing that other mission where she is going to well, first she's going to continue to try with the supply crates, which is just sad for me. And I have no way of taking it back, but that's what we did. So her mission is to install surveillance. And again, you can watch the struggle bus that is me try to figure out where the surveillance control panel is. It said it was near the droid depot, and there that is. So I am trying to look around that area for this fancy satellite thingy. And I am just looking around, trying to hover over every little thing, looking for this control panel. And then I see a control panel over there, but it is not, it doesn't have the interaction that I want. So I didn't really know what to do about that. So I found another control panel over in that other building, which also has the same problem. It says this control panel is not usable. And so we just are looking and looking and looking and cannot find it. And I was looking all around the perimeter of this droid depot, trying to figure out where it was, but you get a nice little tour here of the cutaway buildings. And I was hoping for something, but instead she's going to go flirt with some rando because she's feeling flirty. And she's also hungry. So her needs are going down. And you know, I don't know, is it supposed to be this hard to find? I couldn't find it. I had to Google it. Maybe you found it really quickly and it's just me. But we might just cut ahead to the part where I find it because this is a struggle. I was going to have her mess around with this thing, but that is also not what she needed. So while she is doing that, I am on my phone Googling where the heck is this control panel. And then, let's see, is this the part where I find it? Because it's right there. Oh, I go to check another supply crate and realize that it's right there. Yep, there it is. There is the control panel. So Harper is going to try on that last supply crate before coming over to this control panel, but this guy over here is already at the control panel, so he is in the way. But, you know, we're collecting a lot of things while we're going through these supply crates that we're not really supposed to be going through. And this guy's in her way when she wants to use the control panel, so I have her talk to him to get him to move. And then I click check ID, and guess what? He's a resistance member. So did that go poorly for us? Yes, it did, because when he found out that we were checking his ID, he fought us. We're fighting. I mean, this is Harper's first fight. She's never been in a fight in her entire life, and she lost, which is just embarrassing. But she is able to get to the control panel now. So that is good. And now she's going to report back that she installed the surveillance. But she is dazed from losing her fight. And also, nobody wants to talk to her. She's trying to report back, and she can report back to anyone, any First Order member, but all of them just walk right by her. I don't know if it's because she's all black and blue from her fight, but everyone just ignores her. So we try again with this lady, but again, walks right by. So that's a no. So we go and look for the guy that's got the thing over his head as per usual. He is definitely a good default to use when there is no one else around because no one wants to talk. And she completes her mission. And now she is working on the recruitment strategy. but you can't recruit because he's an alien. So there's that realization. Now that she's a rank 2, she can recruit. However, not aliens, and it's hard to tell who's an alien because the masks did not generate on the Sims. So we are just gonna keep trying people until something clicks. This woman is in fact a person, I guess, because we're able to do that, but not this guy. And I think they're all wearing the same outfit. So I guess that's a good differentiator is when I'm looking for alien dudes, they are all wearing the same outfit and they are all bald. I also don't know if you can hear my dog barking in the background. I have no idea what he's barking at. But we are only 2 minutes away from finishing this video, so he can wait. Someone else will tend to his needs. But we are going to try the supply crates one more time before giving up and deciding that this isn't working and I need the internet to help me. And then realizing that I'm a dummy, so that's fine. But she did level up her programming skills, so that's good. And now we are going to, I think, maybe try and find one more person to recruit, but this is pretty much it for this video. I was looking for people. Really, the easy place to find people is in that first, the Spire outpost. So we'll pick back up with this in the next video. And we are going to stick with Harper. I think she's doing a pretty good job so far. And we will continue her journey. So she is going to convince this one person to join the First Order. And then we will catch you guys in the next one.